Okay, I am disabled from my participant screen sharing, Kara.
You shouldn't be. Hold on one second. Sorry.
I got popped out. My internet went out right
Oh,
before.
okay. That makes sense. I just have to make you co-host. 1 second. Okay.
So, hi, everybody. I'm Amy with OCALI, and I have a few minutes today to talk with you about sensory supports that OCALI has to offer for all of you throughout the state of Ohio and even nationally. And can I share, Kara?
Yes.
Okay, are you seeing me now?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, fabulous. So if you're not familiar with OCALI, OCALI is the Ohio Center for Autism and Low Incidence. And I'm really excited to share a few resources with you because, as Mike shared, many of the youth that we see through ECHO really have challenging sensory or nervous systems and are in need of sensory supports, and those who are supporting them or living or loving with them can access these resources. So we're going to talk about that. If you're not familiar with OCALI, we do have a variety of centers. I am the director of the Autism Center, but let me give you this view. Let me give you this view. There you go. I'm the director of the Autism Center, and we have a variety of other centers that are age-related centers as well as topic or content-related centers. We also have an office of policy that really helps, that works with state systems to help inform policy. And then we have our conference coming up in the fall, OCALICon, and again this year it will be OCALICon Line. It will be virtual. Registration is available now. I recommend that y'all try to attend. It's fabulous. And then we have a couple resources that I will refer to in the presentation. So let's get going here. What are we? Why are we? What do we do? OCALI, our vision is to support people with disabilities to live the life that they want to live, their best lives. And our mission is to do this by inspiring change and promoting access so that individuals with disabilities have opportunities. And how do we do this? We do this by informing policy, developing and deploying best practices that are really grounded and founded in research. So let's get started on some of these resources. Whoops, wrong way. Let's get started. I'm going to link to our website. So please, somebody give me a thumbs up if you can see when I switch over to the website. The first resource that we had to have is the Lending Library resource. And this is available to anybody who resides in Ohio. So thank goodness you're a Buckeye, because you can access this free of charge. It is located in Columbus, but no frets. We send out resources every day, UPS, free of charge to you. You can get 5 resources at a time, 3 weeks at a time, and then we UPS, send a little UPS card, call tag, and we'll pick them up from you free of charge. What I want to focus on today is just the assessment books and kits in our lending library. And can you see this? Yes. Okay, great. This is our lending library, the homepage. And if you do not have a library account, I recommend that you register for an account. And then what you do is you really just browse all the resources. And so I'm going to show you, I'm going to browse a resource on sensory kit. And then up will pop up all of the sensory kits that we have available. You put it in your book bag, click on I want it, and we send it out to you free of charge. We have a variety of assessments. I'm responsible for ordering all the assessments. We have books, we have kits. And so some of those assessments are the sensory profile, the sensory processing measure, and others. Really, I'm just focusing on sensory today, but we have a plethora of diagnostic evaluations, of screening tools and such. If you don't see one that you would like to see, please let me know. How we lend these out is for assessment teams to really explore them, to get to know them. So in case you want to purchase them, you've had a test drive, if you will. We also have thousands and thousands of books, many of which are sensory-based books. So you're more than welcome to check those out. I'm not going to go through all of the book titles, but one title that I really recommend that you explore is The Interoception, the Eighth Sensory System by Kelly Muller. Many of the youth that we see coming through ECHO really are challenged in their interoceptive system. And so she's got some really great resources out that we have in our library. We also, so here's a few other ones. From preschool, toddler, all the way up through young adults into adulthood. We also have sensory kits, and kits can be sent out to you. Within the kits, there are fidgets, there are interventions to support those who have auditory sensitivities. There are kits, interventions that support those who have visual sensitivities. Excuse me, we've got elementary, primary age, and then we have middle school, high school kits. Send them out. You can test drive the fidgets and the different things, and then decide whether you'd like to purchase some of those for the clients, the students, the children that you are working with. We have a sensory seating kit, as well as some of the kits that are located within the library that have books attached to them, such as Jenny Brock's Sensory Processing Disorder Kit. I like this kit because it helps people who do not have a sensory processing disorder understand what it's like to have sensory challenges. And so there's different activities that you have children do that do not have compromised sensory systems, and they can see what it feels like. I've lost my cursor. Okay, the next one is the Autism Internet Modules. And the Autism Internet Modules is another project that I oversee. And within our Autism Internet Modules, do not hesitate on accessing them just because they say autism. Our modules really support children with diverse learning needs and children with different types of strategies that they need to have incorporated into their programming, or different characteristics. If you go on to AIM, you will see this is AIM, and here is a list of all of the modules that we have. We have over 50 modules. They're text-heavy modules, but with videos and activities, case studies, and things like that. Some of them do have sensory as a focus, like Sensory Differences, which was written by Kelly Muller. However, others just have embedded within them sensory strategies and supports. We also have assistive technology internet modules, and you can access those as well. You just sign up for an account. These are free. AIM and ATIM modules are free. If you want to take courses that have AIM and ATIM modules within them, we do offer courses through Ashland. So you can get credit hours, or you can purchase CEU, PDCHs. But again, ATIM, Assistive Technology Internet Modules, geared towards young people all the way up through adulthood, and do have access to sensory supports within those modules. Excuse me, and sensory information. Another resource that we have on the Autism Center website of OCALI's website are book studies. And you can see that we have a variety of book studies, self-care book studies. Here are our sensory ones. Sensory issues, interoception, there's a book study. We provide you with guidance documents and study documents in case you want to do a professional learning community around the book, or just in case you want something to guide you in an outline as you do the book study. And then we have a variety of other ones related to characteristics, executive function, reading and literacy, hidden curriculum, social skills, and the Ziggurat model. So again, free. We like that four-letter word at OCALI, free. We also have an autism resource gallery, and we are really excited about this. We're getting ready to do a facelift on this, but these are practices down the side here. And so I'm going to click on the incredible 5-point scale, which is a practice that we use for individuals with complex behaviors, children with autism, sensory differences. What we do is we give you an example of an incredible 5-point scale and how it can be used, what it feels like to be at a 5, what it feels like to be at a 3, what can I do? And then we also give you a blank template So you can download the template and make your own. So it's really like a grab and go. We want to give you as much as we can at your fingertips in order for you to access the resources that you need. And these 4 right here are really geared towards those sensory challenges that children may have. Here, another grab and go is this, which was created by one of our hub members and one of my close friends at OCALI, Chris Filler. And these are 10 tips to enhance interactions with individuals with autism. And much of it is related to sensory differences and keeping in mind how to support individuals with sensory differences. Another grab and go that you can download free. And then I know I'm going fast, but I'm just giving you a snippet of what you can go and explore as you get to our website. On the OCALI Autism Center webpage, you'll find tip of the month. And we have an entire year. Each month we focus on a different sensory system and considerations that should be made in the classroom or on the job or other places. And so we cover each of those sensory systems and then give you resources which are located in our lending library, which you can check out free of charge to help you support your understanding. Over the past year with the pandemic, we created what we refer to as Inspire Ed virtual learning series. And they are 30-minute Zoom sessions that really cover a variety of topics. And so when you go to our website, these are all the people that presented. And when you go to the website, you can see the video gallery, and we've put it into for families. So here are a variety of Inspire Ed sessions that we created for families as well as for professionals. And some are the same, some are different, but they're all different areas, not just autism. There's PBIS, there's universal design for learning, there's accessibility for individuals with visual impairments or deafness, hard of hearing, things like that. So again, a free resource on our website that you can access at any time. And the 2 that the Autism Center created that are very heavily based with sensory are supporting positive behaviors at school and home, parts 1 and 2. Another resource that we created because of the pandemic, and we really hurried up with this one, was the Here to Help. And it was a resource that came about at 4 minutes at 4 p.m. And so twice a week, we did 4-minute Zoom sessions related to all different things to consider for kiddos with diverse learning needs or young adults who are living through the pandemic. And so we did everything from how do you set up a Google Classroom to some of those related to sensory, which are, sorry if I'm making you sick by scrolling too fast, home base and calming spot, or taking a break, or some of the other ones that really are geared towards setting up classrooms, setting up homes, your home classroom, things like that. Again, executive function self-regulation was another one that we did that really goes hand in hand with the sensory system. So again, free resource to you. And another, this is so exciting to me because I was a part of the production of this online training series, the ASC Strategies in Action. And just recently, this was made free to anyone who resides in the world. There was a cost to it, but because of the need and because of what was happening in our world and because of the struggles that are happening, we recently launched this as a free resource, this foundations course. It starts with Many Faces of Autism, characteristics and 5 simple strategies. And then you can pick the series that you want to continue: preschool, toddler preschool, school age, or youth and young adults. And then if you want to go even more, you can sign up and pay for the behavior assessment and planning, which is highly immersed in ABA, but we do incorporate some sensory supports and strategies and interventions within that as well. And this training has been approved if you have people who are looking to become registered behavior technicians. It has been approved by the BACB board to the BAC, forget it. You know what I'm talking about, to be approved to sit for the RBT training. So that's exciting. I'm so excited that that's finally free to everyone. Let's see here. And then other centers, and I know I'm going to run out of time here, other centers that we have, the Lifespan Transition Center, which is really targeting many of these youth that we see through ECHO. Please visit that center. We've got information related to sensory within the transition to adulthood guidelines, age appropriate assessment, employment. We also have little video clips and take fives, the 6-minute brief caps. All these are targeted towards sensory differences and supports to address sensory differences, but the wealth of information on each of the websites on OCALI's website can help you not only with children who have sensory differences, but children who in general have diverse learning needs. And then recently, we just launched our podcasts, and we're really excited about our podcasts because they, oops, I lost my cursor again. You gotta love when you're presenting and you lose your cursor. Here we go. Our podcasts, I'm really excited about those because if you can see, the first one on here is Kelly Muller, who is our occupational therapist that we do a lot with. And this is a young woman who is on the spectrum, who's also an occupational therapist. And she talks a lot about her interoceptive differences and her sensory challenges. And we've got lots of podcasts. Sarah Buffy is on here who talks about trauma. Again, free resources to you. And then if you're not familiar, we do have a family and community outreach center that is really highly focused on the family and community outreach. And within that center, there are several resources that are related to sensory, as well as resources that have been translated into different languages and resources just for families who are looking to navigate the various systems. And that's it. And I think I had 10 seconds. So